Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today I did the unimaginable, at least for me, and I soloed Diamond Weapon Extreme. So I did this on a Samurai. I looked it up, only one person has done this on Samurai, which was 8 days ago, so unfortunately I cannot claim World First, but maybe World Second. So I have 746 on level. I have the left side Historia Tombstone gear and one earring. The rest is the ceremonial set, fully melded and high quality. I ended up using the Sweet Maple Mate tea, which has crit and skill speed because I didn't have the cookies on me, but I think the extra skill speed definitely helped me kill him a bit faster. And I ended up using one strength pot, but only during the dog phase, which I desperately needed. Because his tank buster gives you a vuln stack up, which is unavoidable, and his auto attacks can take half your health. So I definitely got lucky. I had to do with Max Echo because my idiot self couldn't remember where to stand during his Ifrit dashes, and I got knocked off more times than I like to remember. So I ended up doing with Max Echo, a strength pot, and of course food. The other person who did it, I think they just used food and strength pot, but they didn't really use much Echo from what I've seen, so I don't care, I did it, I'm happy about it. So now let's go into the fight itself and I'll kind of explain how to deal with the mechanics that you're most likely are going to be seeing. So basically the first phase of Diamond Weapon is nothing but auto attacks, and he'll do ultimately 3 different combination of attacks. First one could be a claw, second one could be a claw on his shoulder pad missiles, or a claw and the laser from his chest. Remember that each attempt he will do it randomly. Either or, it doesn't really matter, they're all survivable and all can be taken pretty easily. So when you're doing with a Samurai, you ultimately want to do the shield when he does Diamond Rain, which he just did, when he does his shoulder missiles, and then of course when he does the laser from his chest. Otherwise, you can just easily just eat all of it and then use your bloodbath if you have it to recover your HP, or get lucky and crit on a second wind. So the first one he did was his claw, basically used the teleporter to go to the other side, easy peasy. You do get a debuff which stops you from using the teleporter, but by the time that thing is off, he will do his next combination of the laser, shoulder pads, and then of course his claw. So there's not much that you have to worry about. He will do flare, which doesn't really do much damage because you're the only thing in the area, so you can easily use your shield to eat that, plus get some of your gauge up as well. But ultimately, this is all you're going to be dealing with through the whole entire fight. His auto attacks, his 3 different mechanics, and then basically that's about it. So his next attack is of course going to be the claw. The first one was the claw plus the shoulder pads, which make sure that you use your shield if you're a Samurai on the next attack so you guys can mitigate and of course get your regen. So he just did the claw so he didn't have to move. Next is another auto attacks and Diamond Rain, shield that is normal, they get some HP back, more auto attacks, and now we're going to get the laser and claw combo. Now I didn't use the shield on the laser because I wanted to show you guys how much it hurts, but also how survivable it is if you do not have a shield. So if you're not a Samurai, you should still be able to eat it. And then I ended up using my bloodbath and started getting my HP all back. So we were basically done with phase 1. He's going to do some text on the screen signifying that he's going to be changing into his dog form, and then you're going to be doing some mechanics that, depending on where the hand is, you either need to be knocked over or you need to stay on your platform and get knocked back. And of course he does another flare here, but you already know what to do. Do your shield, get your regen, and continue getting hit with autos. Alright, so Samurais, if he becomes untargetable, that is your time to use Meditate. Use as much as you can of it, and don't really have to move for the mechanic until you absolutely know when you have to move. So if the hand is on the opposite platform, just stand in the front of the blue AoE to get knocked back. If it's on the same platform, stand on the side of the blue AoE and get knocked over to the other platform, and then he'll decide which platform he wants to destroy, so go over with the teleporter if you're on the one that is going to be destroyed. I put my pot on my hotbar and then ended up using on this phase. So he'll do a couple of autos, and then he is going to do Outrage. It's just a raid wide, nothing much, nothing to worry about, just do the shield and have it mitigated. He is going to do his Ifrit dashes. So for this one, it was kind of hard for me to remember where to stand, but if you can see the grates on the side of the platform where they were colored, I think that is where you must stand, because he's going to go into a zigzag pattern, and you're basically going to be safe standing here. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up getting knocked off a lot. He goes onto the orb, and then he's going to point to the side that he's pointing at, get to the other side, he's going to Ifrit dash across the board. And then he's going to come back, do some more autos, and then he's going to hit you with 2 more outrages, and then he's going to hit you with that nasty tank buster, and he's going to give you the Vuln stack up. It's very important that you do your shield and then bloodbath immediately after that. If you do manage to somehow dodge his attack, you can get basically kind of scoot over, I guess, if you look at it that way, that because bloodbath is not being used to its full potential. But anyway, he's going to dash in the middle, and then he's going to go crashing down to where he just dashed from. And then, as you can see, the orb in the middle, he's going to go and then crash down. So try to get diagonal so you don't fall off, and then use your dash attack to cancel it out. He's going to do auto attacks again. As you can see, that really hurt when he did actually connect with me. But at this point, all I have is my shield. So basically I'm using the regen to keep myself alive at this point. There goes more health because he hit me with it. I think I ended up using second wind there. And then he's going to do his bits, so make sure you're not in the path of the arm. And then he's going to do another RE arts. So I believe, again, stand where his back leg is. I think I remember that being the condition to make sure you don't get knocked off. And then he's going to do a dash again, but also pay attention to the arms on the side because they're going to go and basically laser off. So right here, I was either kill or be killed at this moment. I did not have any more health. I didn't have any more pots. I didn't have any more second wind, and my shield was on cooldown. So at this point, he hits me pretty freaking hard with this tank buster. I survived because I did have a shield, and that ended up taking him out with my final Darius Tsugeka, and I just barely won. So yeah, that regen definitely saved my butt from getting completely wrecked. So even though I was not world first, I'm happy to take world second or even server first on Gilgamesh if no one else did this as a samurai. Alright, so hopefully my explanation of some of the mechanics that you will see helped you in your soloing journey for this fight. It is one hell of a fight to do, but I wish you guys good luck, and I will see you guys in the next one. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And an extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you ever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.